and asset management playing a key part of our customers being able to make data-driven decisions, energy consumption, asset lifecycle management, and health and safety around their critical assets.
Asset Management Visionaries shaping tomorrow. Maura Abad here. We're super excited. I'm so honored to have today, under the umbrella of the Association of Asset Management Professionals, Candi Robison. Candi, welcome.
Thank you so much, Maura. It's so good to be here.
I am so excited for our conversation. Candi, tell the world, who are you?
Well, Candi Robison, I'm the Vice President of the Americas for IFS Ultimo, and I am passionate about asset management. I always make the joke that I have two things I love to talk about: asset management and my daughter, Megan.
I love that. And tell us a little bit about IFS Ultimo.
Thank you. So I have been part of the enterprise asset management community for more than 2 decades now. A year ago, a very good friend reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in meeting the Ultimo team and hearing about the journey that they were on. And the next day I talked to our CEO, Johan, and immediately knew that I wanted to be on this journey. So a Dutch company, formed in the late 80s, and really significant install base and customer footprint across Europe, but wasn't in the North America market yet. And Johan asked if I would be interested in joining and building a team and bringing Ultimo to the Americas. And I said, absolutely.
Wow, what a great decision. I've met you, and with your professional pathway and human pathway, I cannot imagine any better than you, and I really mean it.
Thank you, I'm honored.
Of course. Tell us a little bit for the audience. Perhaps they have not seen IFS or IFS Ultimo. Tell us, what are the differences?
That's a great question. IFS is also a phenomenal company that you've really been seeing growing in the marketplace. They're bringing an ERP, end-to-end asset lifecycle solution to the market. Their acquisition strategy has been very strong. To build a complete solution. We acquired Copperleaf last year that adds asset investment planning to the portfolio. So a very complete solution. So when customers are in the market looking for how to put together an asset performance management, asset lifecycle management, asset investment planning, IFS is delivering a very strong solution to the market. They bought Ultimo 2 years ago, really adding a very strong cloud-based EAM solution to their portfolio. And so we're sort of in the market as customers are starting that conversation from 2 different angles. Are you looking for an EAM, an enterprise asset management solution, cloud-based solution, strong mobile capabilities, industry aligned, or are you starting your conversation from the ERP and asset lifecycle? I think those are the 2 pieces. That's how I describe sort of the difference of where IFS and Ultimo intersect.
That's a great point, and very important, the clarification. Now you know, we all know. Now, with asset management, how would you describe to the audience, in your own personal opinion, what is asset management?
Again, the intersection of people, technology, and process. It's the infrastructure of everything we do. I've said for 20 plus years now, everybody has an asset. The human capital, the physical infrastructure, it's everything, and how we manage it. And I think over the last 20 years, really seeing the journey that our customers are on, it's not just about managing assets anymore, it's about getting the most out of those assets. It's about the criticality and understanding where across the organization, health, safety, and environment, where sustainability is becoming a bigger issue, and where economic pressures are driving decisions, all of that, and then having tools to help our asset managers and leadership and executives make informed decisions about how they manage those critical assets.
By all means, it's about the awareness and the education. How do you educate clients regarding asset management?
It's really about going in and understanding where they are on the journey. It's that maturity assessment and meeting them where they are, which is one of the reasons I dove into Ultimo. It was really about resetting in the market and understanding where our clients are looking for a pure EAM solution that is going to help them manage their process and then scale up as they mature in their maintenance process. So if anything, I would say, I have a good friend who always says, when people ask me questions that are sort of that really broad definition, it's how long is a piece of string? What is asset management to my clients is, well, what problems are they solving and what do they need for their technicians who are going out to drive more safety, get more out of their assets, and ultimately, get to a place where we can start to talk about predictive and proactive maintenance. It's been really fun being here this week and talking to other vendors around sensors and data and AI and the changing workforce, right? Like that's a big one. That's a big pressure in the system today.
Definitely. And I've been seeing your pathway on leadership. To me, I consider you an inspirational leader. Tell us about the way that you lead your teams into this journey of enterprise asset management and asset management.
Well, likewise, you also inspire me. And I think similar to your approach, it's about the people. Everything we do, the reason I've been in this business for more than 20 years is the people. I challenge my team to be curious, to be passionate, to understand the market, to talk to our clients and incorporate their voice in our product roadmap. Where are we informing decisions around technology and incorporating an updating process? Really, it's about listening to my team and high performing, curious, passionate individuals.
I love that idea and that authentic listening, right? Lately, I've been diving a little bit into listening, and it's not only listening with your ears, but listening with your heart. And that changes everything. Thank you for that perspective. Now, tell us about IFS Ultimo and digitalization. Where do you see what's happening, the quick transformation in the industry?
I actually was talking to some folks this morning in the expo about this. I think you're seeing a big shift in the investment in the UI, UX, again, going back to changing workforce. How are we actually utilizing our tools? Mobility is a really important topic as we're seeing a younger generation come into the workforce. How are we taking that technology safely out onto the floor? How are we delivering information around the assets? And that's really role-based applications, the UI being simplified so that you can consume it more easily in a mobile solution. Again, one of the things that really resonated with me is Ultimo has a mobile solution that it has offline capability, is simplified, delivers a really sleek, easy to use, simplified UI design. And it's also about listening to our customers again, right? What do they need and how that informs our decisions around where our platform is going. What do they need in terms of that role-based UI to help their team, whether they're going out to do inspections, health safety, taking Ultimo out into the field with them.
That's so great. And at the beginning, you said about important words on sustainability.
Yes.
And that's something that is at the core right now. Tell us what are your thoughts on sustainability and asset management?
Absolutely. I think, the criticality of getting more from our assets right now, but while at a corporate level, I'm seeing as we're walking back from governance, where the environmental and social impact are keeping our customers focused on those aggressive goals around climate change and reducing carbon emissions. It makes me really optimistic about the future, and asset management playing a key part of our customers being able to make data-driven decisions, energy consumption, asset lifecycle management, and health and safety around their critical assets. And I think the enterprise asset management, the intersection of that with sustainability is really important in the market today.
That's so great. What would you suggest to our audience, ways to educate themselves on asset management?
I think there's an incredible amount of information that is out in the public space. I think that's one of the things about bringing Ultimo to the Americas is about brand awareness and really understanding your needs, finding a partner that can help you identify where you're at on the journey. A maturity assessment is really helpful in level setting what you need, and then just going out and doing research for the right platform that's going to deliver the right solution for your team and your ultimate goals that you're measuring against.
You touch base on data governance. Any advice for our audience into that data governance?
I think that's definitely critical. Again, one of the things that we've heard in general in the market, but this week, the amazing panels of experts talking about AI. Data is a key part of that. And so how are we collecting data? How are we creating data governance and creating process and systems around that in design and production in your organization is really key to reaching those goals around AI and accelerating your time to value with any solution.
Definitely. Tell us a little bit about diversity. You have been through our connectivity into that pathway of advocating for diversity, for a voice with a woman in the industry. Any call to action on that to our audience and why it's so important?
Absolutely. I would say, again, one of the themes I've heard a lot this week is changing workforce and hiring, finding the talent. And what I said is I encourage people to go into the universities and look across different, different parts of the demographic. I think as my generation, we weren't really encouraged to go into math and science. And so where are we looking at STEM programs and investing in young women's future in typically male-dominated industries? Having been in the industrial industry for more than 2 decades, there's a lot of men. So I'm constantly looking for forums like WIRAM, where I can connect to women in leadership that have come in through all types of different areas. I think one of my first meetings, there were people there who was, the receptionist and worked their way up through the maintenance department, or it's a PhD talking about reliability engineering and electrical engineers and all kinds of different diverse populations. Really go out and find those. I think hiring is one of the most important things we can do as we build a team and creating diversity for a broad perspective.
Definitely. With the different exercise we have done on decision making, we have a table where everybody has the same background, and then we have a different table, so diverse, and the answers are completely out of the box. And that are the perspectives that we're looking, new paradigms and synergy.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Yeah. Candi, tell us a little bit about your journey. You started studying, then working, hands-on, especially to the men and women that are out there. You have gone now all the way to VP, and in a moment I want to ask you what's next for Candi. Any words of wisdom in your professional pathway?
Yeah, be open to change, be open to accepting challenges. I think one of the things that is proven through lots of different studies is the difference between how men and women approach those challenges. I like to be really, really ready. I walked into this conversation with pages and pages of notes I had taken. I think leaning into taking risk, be vulnerable, I have a very non-linear path. I grew up in Alaska. I was a deckhand on a boat. I had lots of different roles and I'm really fortunate that my life brought me to MRO software and enterprise asset management, and this incredible community of professionals that gave me the opportunity to become an expert in this space.
Yeah, no, that's amazing. I have to tell you, you are light all the time. When I see you, you are so vibrant and positive, and that's one part in the community that we really appreciate about you. Thank you for always bringing that positivity to each of us.
Thank you. Your light shines back on. It's a reflection of who you are.
Thank you. We are all light. That's really good, important message. What's next for Candi at IFS Ultimo?
I am just really focused on building this team in the Americas. I believe in this platform. Ultimo is an incredible company. One of the things that I love is the culture. We're really focused on building a team of passionate providers, very curious, like I said, and listening to our customers in how we inform our product roadmap. So I'm just really open to the opportunities and seeing where this goes as we build the Ultimo team in the Americas.
That's so beautiful. And then where do you see asset management, let's say 5 years from now?
That's an excellent question. I mean, I said this morning, I think it's going to change by the time we're at IMC in December. This rapid acceleration of growth, I think some of the major providers that we heard from yesterday, Hexagon and IBM and SAP, and where they're taking their product in that asset lifecycle management, incorporating and embedding AI in that and data management. I think we're going to see the intersection of process, people, and technology really changing, and keeping those connected is going to be critical. I think workforce change, we've been talking about it for a decade. It's here. The baby boomers are retiring, and that's happening this year, along with rapidly accelerating technology and changing process. So how do we as providers really step in and help our customers on that journey? And I see that being a major player. How do I enable a younger professional coming in who doesn't have 60 years of experience managing an asset, where you can come in and hear the vibration and understand what's going on? We need to enable them with technology to be able to manage those critical assets. I think we're going to see that in the next 6 months to a year. So 5 years, I think we're going to see a massive change in the market.
By all means. And now, call to action to our audience on asset management.
Lean into this journey, understand where you are on this journey, engage partners to help support you. You don't know what you don't know. So go get a partner that can help you assess where you are on this maturity curve and where you want to incorporate technology and employee upskill. AI isn't going to replace your employees. It's going to be a tool in their toolkit to help accelerate the value and what you're getting out of your assets. So my call to action would be, making sure that you're people first, your technology and your process, and get a partner to help you navigate and keep those things moving forward in, an obvious rhythm.
Definitely. Thank you, Candi, for your time. On behalf of the Association of Asset Management Professionals, we really admire your work. We wish you success for you and your team. And the audience, continue diving into asset management, learn more. We have more interviews that you can review at your own time and pace. And we'll see you next, Asset Management Visionaries, shaping tomorrow. All the best to each of you.